A lot has gone on since we last spoke to you. I'm curious to sort of take us through. I mean, obviously, you had a lot of emotions sort of on the court and then off the court, but it seems like you're in a good place. Are you a happy guy right now?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy. I mean, yeah, a lot has gone on off the floor. I got engaged this. I wouldn't even call it summer, fall. So that was a fun experience and one I've been waiting to do. So that was awesome. And uh, overall, just been able to have a lot of time to reflect on myself and help myself grow and learn um, different areas. And obviously, a lot was going on with the presidential election and just a lot of things to be able to be a person of impact. So I'm excited and I love the life that I live. I love being who I am and waking up every day and trying to better myself each and every moment I get. So I'm happy for that and blessed.
Barely going to bring it up, but because you did, your engagement obviously went viral. You've set the bar really high for like all men moving forward.
And
What was that process like of deciding to do something so big? And how do you feel now that you've sort of surpassed this big milestone in your life?
well, I wanted the moment to be as memorable as possible for Jasmine and myself. Um, so definitely wanted to go all out on the flowers, as you saw. It did go. It did definitely go viral. If I had to do it again, I probably would have only posted like one photo because it was everywhere. I am a pretty private person, but the moment was so special, and I wanted, to put it out there for people who follow me and follow my life, and people who bring positivity towards myself and family going forward. Um, so yeah, it was a lot of planning that went into it. Um, a lot of strategic planning to making sure it was a surprise and that it was special and memorable. So it was a fun moment.
Sources say that there was a harpist there, that you had all sorts of stuff going on, and I know that you made it sure, like you made an emphasis to promote black owned businesses and black business owners when you went and did this. So why was that so important? And can you just run us through all the things you had, because the people need to know?
All right, so everything, yeah. So we had a harpist there who played a beautiful song once I got on a knee. Um, we had I had an event planner, so me and her were on the phone pretty much constant for like 3 weeks, well, a month up until it. And caterer, so food. So what the idea I wanted was like a sunset dinner to after the proposal, and to get Jasmine up to the land. It was actually I had told her it was a we were doing a photo shoot with Architectural Digest. So, yeah. So she was like, okay. So there was like all these other details that had to go along with it, and I did make an emphasis to support black-owned businesses. So that's down to my planner, the harpist, um, the photographers, uh, the outfits, all the way down the line, and that was something that I wanted to incorporate in this because, when you want to do something big and have something that essentially went viral, it's no better feeling to know that your own people were able to put this together, and that was a good feeling for me, and they did a phenomenal job, which I also expected. So it was a lot of fun.
How are you going to possibly top the proposal for the wedding?
I'm not getting involved in the wedding at not one bit. I tell Jasmine she got the wedding. I did the proposal, so you can do all the planning for the wedding, and set it up. I don't want no issues, any problems. So however she wants a wedding, but Jasmine's also somebody that likes doesn't like being in the center of attention, so she's also very much more low-key. So if I let her handle the wedding, I think it would be half the price if I handled it, so I'm fine with that.
Arrangement. Okay, something else exciting that happened for you shortly before the proposal. You met now Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Can you take us through that experience, maybe from start to finish, when you found out you were going to do that with Donovan and CJ, and then what it was like to actually meet her in person?
Yeah, so I got a call probably on, it was like Tuesday afternoon. Hey, Kamala's doing a roundtable with, she wants to do it with you, Donovan Mitchell, and CJ McCollum. And would you be interested? And I said, yeah, I would be interested. Just give me some details. And then it was like, all right, you need to get on a plane tonight. And I was like, tonight? Like, that's, come on, I'm about to go work out, you know? So they actually ended up changing it to the next day. And we was able to get out on a plane. It was kind of weird because when you're dealing with the vice president, you got to go through secret services and whatnot. So every call is like, you get a call, then you get another call. Like, however, they don't want people tapping the line, whatever. But it was a great experience with somebody who wants to do so many great things for the country, wants to do amazing things for the African American culture, and to be able to have that type of sit down and to be able to meet her was awesome. Like, she's so down to earth. She just comes up to me and she's like, "What's up, cousin?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we are cousins. You know, we got the Harris last name. That's awesome." So it was cool though seeing when we got there to do the interview. Is, you know, she rose deep. It's like 30 people deep for one person. Like, 30 coming off this plane, and I was like, man, like, and then like we're in this like aviation and just secret service here, like always guarding her every move, and that was real interesting to see too. So it was an amazing experience, a really good sit down that happened with some great people, you know, Donovan Mitchell, CJ McCollum, great dudes, and we had a fun time doing it.
You guys roll pretty deep too when you travel. There's a big group of people. You guys have your own security. What was it like to meet someone that's sort of like just far and away on a whole nother level when it comes to how many people are involved in their operation?
Yeah, I mean, you see a full team, and especially during a presidential election, and you know, there's two people, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and you have all these resources that go into this campaign. You really saw what goes into it. I mean, she's getting off a plane, flying, doing this interview, 45 minutes, straight up, gets up, has to go to the next city, get down, do it again. Like, it's a lot, but all worth it at the end of the day to get the win. So it's kind of like an organization, but it's one person maneuvering around. So I thought it was a cool thing to see from behind the scenes.
But I'm certainly willing to say it. All of the stuff that you did and the way that you spoke up and used your platform going into this election, I think it really made a difference, especially when you look at what happened here in Philadelphia, where a lot of your fans and followers are. How did it feel to look back and feel like you made an impact during such a pivotal time in history?
Yeah, to be honest, in the moment you don't realize it, but then when you see the final result and you see how close it was and what it truly came down to, you really start to think, like, wow, you get a true gratitude feeling of every vote counts. Like, wow, my vote counted, or hey, Matisse's vlog counted. Hey, the NBA opening up arenas for voting places truly counted. So this could go whichever direction. And I think we really just got a taste and found out how important it is to speak up and voice your opinion and give people that type of knowledge of what we're going through, but also what we're capable of doing with our platform. And that was important. That was really a moment where I think, as you know, I'm speaking for an NBA player, but I think we all kind of knew what we're capable of doing. But I also, me personally, want to give true thanks to the people on the ground that were really getting the most work done in the communities, in the cities, getting people to vote, signing people up, registering them. You know, those are the people that truly deserve all the praise. They may not have the followings, but they were the ones that were really on the ground making it happen. And those are the ones I appreciate the most.
On the road, you and I talked about the way that you felt like your platform could have grown faster when you started in the league, that you didn't feel like maybe you put enough emphasis on social media when you were a rookie or a sophomore or whatever. But it does feel like even in the time since that conversation, which was probably January, it feels like you really developed a lane or a brand or a platform online, at least from my perspective. And it really does revolve around speaking out for what you believe in and being an advocate for others that don't have as big of a platform as you do. Are you proud with the way that sort of your off-court brand has started to take shape? And do you agree with me that it's changed a little bit this year?
Yeah, I do. I agree with you. I think it has changed where people are understanding that you're not just coming to just a basketball player's page. It's like it's deeper than that. I'm a really good basketball player, but I'm also a person who is very diverse in different areas of life, and I look to continue to expand that brand. I think, you know, when I had this conversation with Matisse, like when I first came in the league, I was very politically correct because I didn't want to step on anyone's toes, and now I've gotten to the point where, no, like you don't have to be like that. You can be yourself. You can speak up for what you believe in, and if some people don't like it, it is what it is. Not everyone's going to agree with you. So even sometimes I have to take myself away from social media because there can be a lot of toxic energy on there with a lot of people who have direct access to you. But you have to, and that's why it's so important to really work on yourself and know who you are and the people you impact and everyone you're around. And that's truly what I try to do on a daily basis. And I think that's only shaped the person that I am to be better every day.
A couple of times. And last time I asked you how he was doing as a rookie, I think you were joking, but you gave him like a C+, B- type range. When you look back at the 6 to 8 months that followed, going to the bubble, him creating the blog, him speaking out along with you about really important issues, did he crack that A range for the final? Like, how did he do by the end of his rookie season?
Yeah, he cracked the A range for sure. I thought he did an amazing job. He's such a creative person. So sometimes we just need to watch him a little bit because we need him to also play basketball. We don't want him to get, A+ range. He might just leave us. So we want him to be centered. But no, I think he's one of those guys that he'll have a long career, and when he's done, he'll be moving on to another adventure where he's comfortable and feels great at doing whatever he wants to do.
Sort of your friendship with Matisse, no one will ever take away from what you and Boban have. But how has your friendship with Matisse evolved, and are you excited to continue on your journey with him?
Yeah, I mean, Matisse is obviously, like when he comes in, he's a rookie, and I'm going to make sure that he's on the right path of having the longest career he can have. He'll never take Boban's spot. Only Boban could call me at 7:45 in the morning and be energetic, and I have to say, Boban, what are you doing at 7:45? But Matisse is a very well-rounded person who is into a lot of different things. You know, he's really interested in financial literacy, and those are things that I'm interested in too, that we talk about different investments and things along that line. So, you know, it's one of those things where you're teammates but friends for life, you know. So I look at that with a lot of my teammates that I've played with, and that's important when you're on this NBA journey, different cities, playing, competing, to really enjoy the whole thing.
That A+ range when he did the media circuit that you did today, a couple days ago. He said that he's all basketball right now. The vlog's going to have to wait. He's super locked in. So you've been getting through to him.
Yeah, he knows what to do.
Move back to basketball stuff. The last thing I wanted to ask, when you think about reuniting with Doc and continuing your efforts for social justice, where does he fit into all that? Because he's been an icon in the space for a long time. Are you excited for that off-court potential that you guys can continue to push that messaging together?
Yeah, I am. I think, you know, even during the election, there was a lot of things he was doing that I was following up on and seeing, and I thought it was important. So I think being here in Philadelphia, we'll both be trying to do things to make an impact and further help bring unity together. And I'm excited for that, because that's what it's about. It's being using your time, using your space to impact and help and bring awareness. So he is an icon in that area, and I appreciate that in a coach.
Your relationship with him, I know even before he was in the conversation to be your coach again, you talked about having a good relationship with him when you left LA. How did you guys stay in touch? And then when there was a coaching vacancy, what were your conversations like?
Yeah, well, we talked from time to time throughout the year. You know, if like we were playing and he saw something, he would always just text me, hey, think about doing this. So there was always that type of still coach-to-player relationship that we've always had. From being able to be coached by him for a year and a half in LA. It's just the type of person he is and the type of coach that he is. He cares about his players no matter what team you're on. So, I mean, obviously he's not going to tell me what I should be doing when we play them, but anytime we'll go to play in LA or he'll come here, we talk for a little bit. He's just that type of individual.
Hard fall in the playoffs, and I'm sorry to bring that up with you because it was really hard for everybody to watch, and I'm sure it was the hardest for you. I know that he reached out to you for that as well. And what does it mean to you to have someone in your life that even before he was your coach again, he cares enough to reach out to you? You clearly care enough to reach out to him when things change in his life. What's it like to have someone that's been a mentor for you and that's been in your ear now be able to go on the rest of this journey with you?
Yeah, it's just it just goes to show like the type of people you're around, the type of relationship you have with a coach when you go out there and you play for them. You know, he did an amazing job with allowing me to expand my game and my career. So I'm always thankful for that. I'm thankful for him as a coach. Thankful for him as a individual. So, you know, even when he texts you on the fall, it make you know, like, it's not just about basketball. Like, it's about life in general, because, you know, for a lot of people, that was, even myself, it was a real scary moment of uncertainty of not knowing what could happen. So to know that you've impacted somebody and you have that type of relationship and dialogue with them and a trust and care with them is important.
To how that season ended and that game specifically for you. First of all, incredible that you came back into the game. And I know that a lot of your fans and people around you really admired you for that. When you think about the way that the season ended, though, and now to have this opportunity to try again, really, it was a condensed off season, right? Like that wasn't that long ago. How does the end of last season now inform the way that you're looking into this season?
So really, I mean, wasn't a great way to, I mean, it was a terrible way to end the season. and I think for all of us, we have a lot to prove. It's you know, we have to get our respect back. It's a redemption season for us as a whole. I think, and for us, it's a you know it's a humble pie type deal where we needed to be humbled. We are humbled, and we got to really fight for everything coming forward and to get back to where we want to be. Well, really, to get to where we want to be, and that's to win a championship. So we're starting basically over right now, new staff, and you know, everything goes. We got to be pretty much stellar to get things done.